Alright guys, so we are back for another Dokkan battle, and this one is actually very important, because as a lot of you guys know, the Pilaf's Trove was recently just here, and if you purchased it, you were able to get one SSR from the Baba Shop. Let me just quickly head over there and we'll go over the units you could have gotten. You could have gotten number one, who I definitely recommend everyone should have gotten. I did a stream, I was talking with people, I told some people over on Twitter that you definitely should have gone for the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan first. And then the other units, the 17 and 18 are, I would say, they're pretty usable because they're orb changers. 17 more so than 18, because 17 is the good kind of orb changer who changes orbs to rainbow, which is what you want, because that'll basically make it easier to get paths of ki, whereas what 18 does is she turns a rainbow key to an intelligence key, which closes paths, which sometimes it can be okay for an intelligence team, but overall it doesn't really do you much good. The type that 17 is more useful. Future Gohan, he's okay, but you know, he never, never really got a chance to shine, because by the time the, the passive stacking mechanic was updated recently, when Super 17 came out in JP, and then last week on Global, he already was, past his prime. There were better units out. And then the Bojack is not so bad, actually, on a Super 17 team, but obviously Global does not have Super 17, so it's irrelevant. So, this Gohan down here, back in the day, he was pretty good. AGL and Strength Key +2. The problem with him right now, basically, his links, obviously, Supreme Damage, nothing really too crazy. But now, the Bojack event came back around last night, so we were able to Dokkan Awaken this man into a really powerful unit. Now, you guys might notice I have 46 of these Gohan medals. If you farmed up the Super Saiyan Gohan from the Bojack event, like me, you probably are sitting at 30 or 40 of those medals, because of the fact that the same stage that drops that Gohan drops the medals. This Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is not farmable, before anyone asks. I do have him at SA4, though. We're going to take a look at him in a second. I have him at SA4 because from my last World Tournament Rewards, I actually went on a string of pulling the Tech Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. I always like to just show things that I talk about rather than just say them, but I pulled a lot of this man, and obviously, later on he'll probably get a rebirth, and he'll be pretty good as well, because he'll probably be like an updated support unit. Support units are really good to have nowadays. But here, I fed him in, and I got this man up to Super Attack 4, which might help a little bit. He does have a stacking mechanic for his passive. 3 turns is just usable, because, okay, it's just enough, because you're always going to be getting him every 3 turns, because you're going to want him as a floater, not in one of your first 2 rotations here. And then, obviously, the strength type of the key is not really that important, but he gives 2 key and then 25% to attack and defense. That is very good. He has a lot of the links you'd want. Super Saiyan, Golden Warrior, Saiyan Warrior Race, Prepare for Battle, all good. Now, obviously, Shattering the Limit, aka Rebirth, is not the best, because the best units, the most superior of units, all have Fierce Battle. There's only one exception, and it is interesting, but the only unit on here, has Shattering the Limit, that's within, maybe the top, I don't know, 10 or so units of the game, is of course this bad boy right here. LR Majin Vegeta has Rebirth. I almost suspect they might have tried to intentionally give the Majin Vegeta Rebirth to try and utilize that, because there are a lot of surprisingly good Rebirth AGL cards. Interesting that Goku is already in there. But, units like Beerus, units like the, obviously, Broadpan is one. The Orale is pretty good. The Super Saiyan Gohan is pretty good. A bunch of interesting, good Rebirth AGL units. But whatever. Let's just real quick, we can just do this right on camera. As Animated Muscle would say, at me, don't at me for this. But I'm just going to go ahead and use a Gravity Chamber. For the sake of the video, I just want to be moving along, and we're going to give him one of the Paikuan headgear, which, wow, surprisingly is not enough. Okay, well, that's why we got the Platinum Turtle Shells coming in clutch. We need to get this man up to 119, so I think a Z Sword will suffice. Wablam. Okay, so now I have... Okay, this probably isn't the optimal AGL team on Global right now, thinking about it. I do think the optimal AGL team, right, would probably have the OG Super Saiyan Blue Goku in there over Kaioken Blue. But I am more than happy with this squad because obviously I've got a dupe in Kaioken Blue. I have dupes in Vegito. I have a dupe in a Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. This AGL team is fucking stacked. We've got the double supports. So 2 out of every 3 turns, we are going to have a support unit on the field, making our Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, our Super Vegito, and our Kaioken Blue Goku hit like fucking monsters, absolute behemoths. Guys, this is why the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is who you wanted to go for. What will we do? You know what? Tell you what. How's about we go... Well, no, Boss Rush is too long. Let's go through... It's Tech Day, of course. Tell you what. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go through the first stage of Boss Rush. Just kind of show you guys the numbers that the Super Saiyan 4 Vegetas will be putting up with these 2 support Gohans. Now, as far as the rotations go, I'll probably have 1 rotation of a Vegeta and a Super Vegito, and then a second rotation of a Vegeta and a Kaioken Blue Goku, and then that will work out pretty well. Looks like my Vegeta's better. Yeah, we're probably going to one-shot this guy, but that's okay. You know, it'll give us a little bit of time here until I can sort through my rotations. And of course, every single time you showcase a unit, and that unit is guaranteed to be in the last slot of the rotation. Oh, hello, Vegeta. Yeah, Vegeta is like, hey, Broly, fuck you. The first TUR unit in the game, huh? Hold my dick. All right, so we're done. We're done with Broly. Maybe. Come on, man. Every time I go to do a showcase, every fucking time I go to do a showcase and this happens. Okay. Well, next turn, we will get the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, so I could hopefully show you guys how much, you know, the damage might increase. You know, it is tough because I do actually need to get to a unit that we're not going to blow through in just absolutely 1 turn, which maybe even Boss Rush Stage 1 was not the best idea for this. I guess I could have just shown him in a tech Boss Rush run. That might have worked. Or not, just a tech boss. Because we would have seen, you know, how, like, okay, if you're going up against a type disadvantage, that Gohan might make it so that the type disadvantage is less than important. All right, so we're going to keep this man on rotation right now, just so that we can kind of, hopefully, take a look at the difference in damage. Although it would be easier if we were fighting a singular opponent here. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. Regardless, this man is about to be mollywopped by Vegeta-sama. So, of course, that 25% to attack kicks in, and he is going to do a lot of damage. 500k on a type disadvantage, that's fine. Obviously, we want to see what would happen against a little bit of a stronger opponents. Alright, so, yeah. Well, almost all the way through Boss Rush, and yeah, rotations are finally sorted. How great is that? Okay. So, ooh, next turn is the dream rotation, where, like, I could get a Vegeta alongside both of these Gohans I have. The World Tournament Prize Gohan, who is probably one of the best World Tournament prizes, that one right there. And then we also have the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. We'll let Gohan go ahead and attack right here. So that, you know, it is a showcase video for him. So how about we let him get some screen time. And then Vegeta, if Vegeta crits right... Oh, it's my Vegeta too? If he critted, this could be north of 2 million, which I would like to see. Okay, there we go. Go ahead, give us a crit, baby. Give us a 2 mil crit. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. That is with support units there, raising his damage. So here's the thing, right? Not only does that Gohan raise attack, but for a unit like Vegeta, it will also raise his defense to the point where Vegeta, like, a lot of people think that defense doesn't matter, and it most certainly does. Even when getting hit by super attacks, defense will cut down a big chunk of it depending on how much defense we're talking about. Like, a good example of this is on JP. My LR Goku Black might take 90,000 damage from a Super Saiyan 3 Broly boss, right? But my Super Saiyan 3 Broly unit would take 145,000 from that same Super Saiyan 3 Broly boss fight. So you want to keep that in mind, that defense will help even against super attacks. It just obviously does not basically reduce it to nil, like having a ridiculously high base defenses against like normal attacks. Like in order to reduce like a super attack to like, you know, 50 damage or whatever, your defense has to be so sky high. Like I'm sure if like an old strength boss like Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, if he would super attack like my Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, then yeah, that probably would do, you know, maybe not even 1,000 points of damage. But here's the thing, guys, like now we've got it sorted. Like this AGL team, this will cut through events like literally a hot knife through butter. Like these fuckers have no chance. You've got Vegito in the front, possibly raising super attack when he gets his supers off, and both of them are capable of tanking. Obviously, with the Gohan, you know, with the Gohan, the two Gohans rotating around, you will have no key problems whatsoever. And especially because all of these guys are all Saiyans, they've all got prepared for battle, they all link good, they all have fierce battle except for the two support units, which that's really not as big of a deal as other units to have. But still, like, here we go, watch. Hopefully Janemba will super us here in the first slot, and you guys will see that it will do a childish numbers. Please, super. Oh, come on. It's gonna do like 10. Yeah, 92. Good job. And now he gets one-shotted. Well, guys, that was it. That's it for the Gohan Showcase. Oh, yeah, there you go. You want, here, you know what? I'm about to, right here, live on video. Yeah, live on video. I'm funny sometimes, huh? I'm going to go ahead and put that on Twitter for you guys. With that Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, your Vegeta could easily touch 3 mil. Big things happen with the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. If you guys run a team like this, you'll be set. Even against tech bosses, like, you know, Mass Saiyan will be coming up soon. Maybe Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku. Even those bosses would be absolutely obliterated by this squad right here. Thanks for watching, guys. Later.